Happy Friday, everybody. Coach Tabor here at Afterburn Performance. Today we're going to look at the dumbbell row as a special request from Alex Quinn. So there's a couple ways you can do it. The dumbbell row can be done either on incline bench, where you're going to have your chest pinned down, and you're going to have to really be able to isolate those mid-back muscles really well, because you're not going to worry about having a strong deadlift position as being one of the precursors. If you're going to do a bent over row variation, you got to have a really strong deadlift position, so that way when you go to pull through, you're not going to have to arch or anything like that. So it's more degrees of freedom or things that you could possibly mess up when you do the bent over variation versus the incline bench variation. So I'll show you both, and then you can decide what you're going to try to do. We have a deadlift series already set up there, so you'll be able to work your way at getting your deadlifts that much stronger and make that position even better using the bent over row variation. So for the chest supported dumbbell row, we're going to get ourselves set up, chest on the bench. And I want to take my head and not make sure that it's going to be popped forward like this. I want to make sure I pop it back like this, getting that extra little bit of skin underneath the chin. So really pack the spine really nicely. And now we're going to have that forward head posture. So my weights are down to the side of the bench. You can't really see them in the video right now. But I want to come down here, grab a hold of each one. Squeeze the midsection. Pull and pinch. Pull and pinch. Pull and pinch. Once you've completed the dumbbell row on the bench, and you can do that pinching the shoulder blades together relatively easily, that one's great if you're going to be able to isolate. But when you want to try to reintegrate it back into a pattern like the bent over row is to a deadlift pattern, right? That's great. You just need to make sure that your spine stays flat and you still have a good deadlift technique as you try to do that. So, same thing as before, shoulders pulled back. I'm going to push my hips back. I've got a nice neutral spine, and I pull through. Back and forth. Awesome, everybody. That's two versions of a row that you can add to your strength training program, depending on whether you want to try to isolate that muscle tissue versus integrating it back into a pattern of like a deadlift. My recommendation is, if you're really new to a deadlift technique, then feel free to try the chest supported row option. If you're trying to hone in that technique and try to make it better, or you're really good at deadlifting, then the bent over row variation is perfectly fine. Completely up to you at that point what you'd like to do. With that being said, I'm going to leave a link here that you can actually go to our exercise library, and I'll have all these different mid-back exercises you can use to either try to make things a little easier on yourself, or if you want to just have something to shake it up, then by all means you can try that out and get some variety in your programs. Sometimes it's just seeing something and then be able to use that as a new thing to kind of reinvigorate you in the exercise training program. So that's what we're going to do. If you want to leave a comment down below what you'd like to see next on next week's episode, feel free to let me know. I haven't started a new series yet, but I'm looking for some new stuff to do. So let me know what you'd like to see, and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Have a great week, everybody. Hi everyone, Coach Tabor here. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with what's going on at Afterburn Performance, please take some time, go like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. If you want to see more weekly content from myself here, Coach Tabor, then subscribe to our YouTube page, and I'll be putting out videos weekly. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.